So when I started schooling, what I noticed was, like, even for my own treatment, I was having anxiety attacks. I had acne really bad. My weight kept fluctuating and I was fighting cancer. So my thyroid would go out, and so would my weight would go off the chains, and I would be lethargic. And then they would start treating me with pills and over medicating me and saying I was just bipolar. So what I did was I finally got some good treatment and good care for what we could find then, and it was PTSD. I had PTSD from being sex trafficked and violently attacked with systematic racism here in America. So this is where I say, your treason and the really fucked up shit you guys get away with, to extort people and to try and make way for yourself where you don't belong. Maybe because you didn't have talents, or you didn't have brains, or because you're not owed shit here. You were just born somewhere and nobody fucking owed you a goddamn thing. Okay, so there was a lot of corruption. World War II is a hoax. There's a lot of corruption throughout history. If we're gonna start reevaluating education, let's start getting history right and writing facts, not fictions anymore. Because when you mislead the public, you did let them know they got here on a Mayflower. You did let them know, like, hey, and this is indigenous people, they were here first. But then what you showed them is, violence, brutality, making themselves believe that they're better. Hey, we're an American now, we can just fuck people over. And that is not at all, like I said, I've never met a racist Native American until I met me here. And chances are, if you're a European and I met you from around the world, chances are I gave you a fair chance, and I probably do listen genuinely to you. But this new American, I'm having a really hard time listening to it. I'm having a really hard time understanding why it thinks it can dictate me, control my life, and fuck me over every which way, when it can't even do fucking file paperwork and do data entry and verify, payments. Where did your trainings go? You want me to implement some training manuals here for your public utility companies because I've worked for them? The guidelines used to be 11 to 13 week training just to start taking calls, and you were always